A live look at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Baylor Bears and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to the ground game on the left. All over him immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Flagway. Look out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Delayed handoff. It's Jackson. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Taken down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback changing the play. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Swamped immediately.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and...
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
Running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Play action on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Flying out to the left. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Marches ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Going with the ground game left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got it, looking for a first. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Flagway wants to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Moves the pocket. It's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Booster!
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. Quick give. Looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Throwing, Lagway. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Thrust that arm out. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
If you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. The handoff. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And the Bears will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Needs it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off a defender. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 16 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Michigan State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. On the move. Lets it fly. All kinds of room. Hoodie ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Kansas State quick to the line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Drops back on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Running inside, it's Jackson. Turning it on! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7.
Number 8, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Collier. He gets a block. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll try the left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Trying to establish the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Turns into the pile. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. The give on 4th down. He didn't make it. He needed 1, and he's going to lose 1 instead.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rank of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Duff. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on fourth. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Out wide left, it's Smith. Touchdown Bears! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
34, Kansas State, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown Wildcats.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Takes a hit as he fires. Lucky to get it off.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand it to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Back to pass, it's Barnett. Fires it incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets rid of it. Complete on the comeback. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and long right here. On play action. And he avoids the sack. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll move the wide receiver. Needs it here on 4th down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now. Now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Bears! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Drops back. It's Barnett. The quick out.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football. Short to end.
Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Kansas State pushing the pace. Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Left side is Jackson. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up for the PAT. It hits the left upright. No good. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 8, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Play fake Lagway. Going long. He's got it inside the 30. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.